first what I do. Okay, let me see. First I'm going to save this as an SVG file. Okay, I've already saved it. Here we go. Now what I'm going to do is go into Blender. I'm going to open up a new Blender program. Delete this block. Okay, and so I'll delete the lighting. Delete the lighting. Okay. I'm going to import an SVG file. Unity project. So that's what I'm looking for right here. I'm going to make sure I'm at the top view. I'm going to zoom in, and it's super small. This graphic is small because it's all pixel based. What I created is accurate to to the size of the original graphics, which are basically, well, they're made with pixels. Okay, so what I have to do first is I have to transform each one of these separate mesh objects into meshes, or curves into meshes. Okay, so you have this, convert, mesh, and there's this one here, convert to mesh. And so each one of these now, for each one of these I'll go into edit mode. I'll make sure I get rid of any doubles. So in this case there aren't any, and the face is pretty nice, so I don't really have to do this. Again, mesh, clean up, remove doubles. 0. Okay, so this one's pretty clean already. Alright, this one could be messy. Okay, so looking here, I can see that it's a bit of a mess. This mesh is not exactly made very clean, so remove doubles. It still removed no doubles this time. Normally it removes quite a bit. Beautify faces, and so it does transform it a bit, even though it still looks pretty awful. Oh well. So now I can make this go pretty fast. I just need the hex code to get this color here, so not RGB but hex. And what I'm going to do is put that here. I'm going to make a new color. I'm going to call it beige. Go here, hex, do this, and bam, it's beige. I'm going to get rid of any roughness. Now, next color. Next color, I think it's an orangey color, so I'll just call it orange. Get the hex code. Go back into Blender. Right. And so I'll make a new color, call it orange. Color. Bam. There you go. And again, roughness. And so roughness here, but this I'm going to call black. Should be all zeros. Yeah. So that's okay. Okay, so this is going to be brick. I'll make it with a capital. And so it's a Blender file. But what I need to do, first off, I need to scale this because it's way too small. Like I said earlier, all these graphics are made very small. So I'm going to start by, first I'm going to join it all. Make sure I have everything selected. Control J to join everything. And I will set the origin to geometry so that the little dot goes into the center. I can now reposition the graphic. I can also scale it. So the scale, I'll make it 100 by 100 by 100. Okay, not that I don't think the Z matters in this case, because it's a flat graphic, as you can see, a plane. Okay, so now that I've got my graphic set up, what I need to do, I need to check the orientation of the faces. So you can see that red and blue are the two colors representing the sides of the normals. So in this case, the normals are facing the back, facing backward actually, that's how I should say it. So what I'm going to do, I can show you where you look in the menu to flip the normals here, but as you can see I can also press Alt-N. Okay, so I don't even have to use the menu, I just use Alt-N on my keyboard in edit mode, just in case you weren't paying attention to edit mode, it's important, otherwise you can't flip them. And so here you go. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to press Control and A on my keyboard. So I'm going to set the location, I'm going to set the rotation, and I'm going to set, most importantly, the scale. Now pay attention to the scale in the menu on the right. Now it's all ones, which means it's been set. I don't know how to put that, but plus I'm tired and I have a cold, so shut up. No criticism allowed. File export. I'm going to export this file now as an FBX format file, and I'm going to save it in the same spot I saved everything else. Now in Unity, I can, okay, it was a brick, right? So FBX, I'm going to drop that into Unity. Okay, now in Unity, I'm going to drop it here into the stack. Now the rotation for some reason is set to negative 89.98, so I'm going to set that to 0. And I'm going to set the scale to negative 150 here in the X, and 150 here on the Y. And that is how I get my graphics into Unity, from Illustrator to Blender to Unity.